Here I have a HODEN Vectra 2002 2.2 litre. Issue I had with this one was the speedometer wasn't working and the traction control light and ABS light would come on together. So I'm here to show you how I fixed it. So yeah, a couple of days ago the traction control light and ABS light came on and the speedometer suddenly stopped working. I started to do research online to find people say it's your wheel speed sensor which picks up the reading from your wheel hub and tells the speedometer obviously what you're traveling at and keeps a track of the kilometers on the car. Also it's connected with the ABS module. So I went ahead and tried to find a part for this sensor. So I rang the genuine dealer HODEN, to which they told me it cost $400 to replace one of them. So $400 each. Obviously that wasn't an option for me, so I went ahead and just went to ring all the salvage yards, and I finally found one with a 2002 Vectra. I picked up two sensors for $60 each, and I went ahead and replaced the two sensors. Here are the sensors. So the sensor itself is pretty easy to change. You just have to take off the front two wheels, and then you'll have this connection. This is a magnetic reading that comes off the wheel hub, and it's held in by an Allen key. So one screw Allen key holding that in. Basically the line then just runs up to the top of the wheel arch and connects to a wiring loom underneath the wheel arch. So you just, there's a little section there that slots into the other one, and you just basically pull that down. No clipping or anything involved, just pull it down, push it on. And then this one, obviously you just run the line around the actual caliper and clip it in to hold it in position, and then slot that in and tighten it up. So same on the other side, do the other side. Went ahead, replaced them, turned on the car, still had the same problem. Now my issue was that in the morning I found the car was running fine. The speedometer was working, the traction control light and ABS light would not come on. But once the car started to heat up, it would just drop off. So initially these weren't the problem, because it was getting the reading. It had to be something else. But I went ahead and replaced both of them anyways, thinking it'd be the cheapest option and go ahead and do them. Now you can just take these off and clean them. Sometimes they just get dirt built up in them. So I did that process first, didn't work. Then I went ahead and replaced them, still didn't work. So I was reading into it a lot more, and I found that people saying it could be your ABS module. So here is an ABS module for HODEN Vectra. Your brake lines connect to this. You've got 4 on the top and 2 on the front, and it's held in place by 3 nuts, 2 on the side and 1 down the far bottom. So this is the ABS module. So I rang back the wrecker that had these, because he had the 2002, and I asked him had he got the ABS module for that car, and he just asked for basically the last 3 digits of this barcode. So I gave him that. He wanted another reading under the bottom, which I couldn't get from until I took it out, but their last 3 digits, 231. So I took a gamble with the reading he gave me here, 457. We just matched it. Once I took it out, it actually did match the 231, which was good. So yeah, going ahead to replace this. Here we have the engine of the HODEN Vectra, and to your right hand side there is the ABS module. Pretty easy to get at. You've just got this cover with some more electrical fuses in here. You can easily just pop that out of the way. So once you get access into here, you've got your 4 brake lines on top and you've got 2 in the front. Now this is a 10 Allen key. Sorry, not an Allen key, spanner. So this is the 10 spanner. Got in there with the 10 spanner, tried to crack it, would not crack. All I found I was doing was rimming the actual nut, which you do not want. So I stopped straight away, and I had to get the vice grips in there to get a good clamp on it. had to start in a way where I could just work my way in. So started with the first front one, vice gripped on it, cracked it, moved that, pulled that out of the way so I could get into the next one, get that one in so I could do that. Then I found when I came to the top section, it was hard for me to get the vice grips into certain sections. So because especially of this bracket that holds this box, so what I had to do was undo the 2 nuts, 2 nuts on the side, and then there's one down the bottom just there. You can see it through the brake line. Did all 3 nuts off so I could just lift this up out of the way. Once I had lift up it out of the way, I could actually put my vice grips on and crank it to the side I wanted to open. A bit of a pain, but yeah, got all 6 off. Switch that out, put that back in, thread these back on nice and even so you don't get any cross threads, and give it a good seal. Once that is done, then you have to bleed the brakes. You can just easily just watch another video on how to do so, but yeah, I had to do the process of bleeding all 4 brakes. And here we have, so looking at the dial, there you have your traction control light and your ABS light. This is what I had the issue with. Now it is working fine and the speedometer is working. So in the end of it all, it was the ABS module that had basically burnt out. It was giving a poor reading. It was giving a reading in the morning, which was fine, but once the heat got to it, it just, something's happening inside. It was just tripping, giving a poor reading. So yeah, that is the fix for the issue I had with traction control light, ABS light on, and speedometer not working on a HODEN Vectra 2002. It's pretty common, I've read. I've seen a lot of issues, people have had that online, and I couldn't really find the answer. People were saying this, that and that, but I think it's the ABS module, not the sensors. So I hope this video helps.